Well, as long as I got the range to myself here at the moment, I thought I'd do a little range rant. I like the foam plugs. They're a little hard to keep to stay in, but I feel more freedom without the headset on, and I can wear some glasses too. I guess y'all have probably seen the events of the last week in Charlottesville. God, the freaking media hates Trump. They hate him. They are beyond the point of even rational hate. They're irrational. They're dangerous as hell. The media, what they're doing is directly is right out of the Soviet playbook for propaganda and indoctrinating people into communism. These people are freaking communist people, and the communists are being controlled by the globalists. Truth of the matter is, that's the gangrene bunch that want their agenda to be passed, which is basically depopulating the planet, by and large, by huge numbers, by billions of people. That's the end game. Everybody wants to nibble around the edges, but that's the end game. And these people, these so-called leftists, they're communists, progressives, whatever. They're progressing towards communism, not towards freedom or America. They hate Trump. There's nothing that man can do that he will get a fair shake on. Nothing. It doesn't matter how he says anything, what he does or doesn't. They're going to try to rip him from shreds. These are wolves in sheep's clothing. They hate him, many of the people in his own party. I think at this point Trump would be best served, and so would America, if he were to just bail from the Republican Party. He's got the backing of the base, and started his own independent party and kick the Democrats and the Republicans to the curb, because those people are useless. Those people are completely useless. And mind you, the people that hate Trump, they are willing to sacrifice this country for their hatred over him. They are willing to sacrifice American citizens' well-being to perpetuate the agenda they want. They are livid that their hideous bitch Hillary didn't get elected. You know, the truth of the matter is the Democrats actually could have won that election, I think, fairly easily, if they weren't so freaking blinded by their own stupid ideology. They put a hideous woman in there to run. She was hideous. That's the best they could come up with. I think even there would have been many Democrats, none of which I would have agreed with, that would have been more congenial, more photogenic, more appealing than Hillary Clinton. But I think that's because she's in the good old boys club, because they owed her that, because of all the crap that she's done, all the criminal garbage she's done, and her old man. These leftists that was a setup. That Charlottesville was a freaking setup. I might remind you people, you idiotic people that watch the mainstream media, if you ever were to get to this point of watching my video, which you probably won't because you're not even in that loop, but I'll say it anyways. You might want to keep in mind that the Nazis are socialists. So are the liberals, the Democrats in this country. The KKK was founded by primary members of the Democratic Party at that time. The KKK is a function of the Democratic Party. They're trying to erase American history so they can erase their own creation of the KKK. So the Democratic Party, the liberal, the communists in this country right now want to erase American history so that they can do away with the fact that the Democratic Party is the one that actually created the KKK. They are the ones that voted against back in those days. They're the ones. The Democratic Party is the ones that voted against to abolish slavery. They wanted to continue slavery. The Democrats have blood on their hands on every level, at every aspect you look at. How they managed to survive, I don't know. Abraham Lincoln started the Republican Party for the express purpose of abolishing slavery. Slavery is still common throughout the world. This nation, as a nation, back then, was basically one of the first civilized nations to actually abolish slavery. But yet, we give no merit, no credit to this country for that, because these communists hate America. They want to destroy America, literally. It's not about statues and they're offended because Robert E. Lee's statue is up. They use that as a false canard. They just want to use these things. They're not even nibbling at the edges anymore, people. They are taking the full bite out of America. And you sit there, you go to your little jobs every day, you try to raise your kids and this and that. At what point does it become obvious and painful enough to you to where you start to become proactive in these things? America has to start. Real Americans, real American citizens. I'm a white Christian American and I'm damn proud of it. I make no excuses for that. Christianity, like it or not, whether you believe in it, whether you own a Bible, and if you don't, go worship whatever other bullshit God you like. But Christianity has brought a great deal of prosperity to this world, and it has brought a lot of charity and very good things that have happened because of it. And don't give me the bullshit about, well, the Crusades. The Crusades were in response to Islam trying to conquer the known world. There was no choice. They had to do that. Otherwise, they would have just the Islamic terrorists back then would have just continued. They had to stop it. That was the response. The Crusades. And once again, I'll reiterate this: Islam is not a religion. It's a theocratic cult. It is a political party. It has only a very small portion of its tenets are founded in religion. That cult, that theocratic entity, does not belong in this country. It is not compatible with America or the American Constitution. That is just obvious, and I don't see that anybody wants to take the bull by the horns. Everybody's afraid that they'll be called some kind of ist. You know, you're a racist. You're a xenophobe. You're a homophobe, a whatever. You know, they want to. That's what they do. That is shit right out of the Soviet playbook. But what I want you people to do that are actually able to, that have a function in this capacity, I want you to pray for Trump. He really needs it. He's a man standing alone out there right now. And to be honest with you, he's the only guy I see that is speaking on my behalf and talking like just a plain-spoken American. Yeah, he's got rough edges. So what? So freaking what? Who cares? I don't care what he says. I want him to do the things he needs to get done. But he has unprecedented obstacles in front of him, and they come in the form of communists, whether they be Republicans or Democrats, whether they be Antifa. Antifa should be, I know it's supposed to stand for anti-fascist, but it should be anti-am, anti-American, because that's what they are. They're no better than the KKK and the Nazis. And that whole thing was a setup. The police, in Charlottesville, they are paid to serve and protect. They did neither. It was a setup. That crap-ass mayor of Charlottesville let that whole thing transpire. He should be brought up on charges of inciting a riot. Unbelievable. But nobody seems to do anything. Nobody's going to jail over any of this stuff. There's a bunch of lip service on Fox News and this and that. But the truth of the matter is, I don't see any action at any level. I don't see anybody being indicted. I don't see anybody going to jail. Hillary's still free to wander around the face of the earth like she does, evil little bitch that she is, and her fucking pedophile old man. It's unbelievable what I see going on, people. Unless we're a critical mass. We are a critical mass right now. Another year of this, if it continues to go like it is, it'll all be over. It'll all be over but the shouting. And all you people are going to be scratching your head just saying, well, what the hell happened here? You know, and you need to quit feeding the beast, too. The beast is the government. You got to find ways to start to not give them your money. Simple as that. You got to start starving the beast. That's all there is to it. Anyways, that's my range rant today. I don't know how it comes out. All this stuff just comes off the cuff. I don't have anything scripted. I just talk what comes to my heart. Okay, guys. Bye.